Today, take a look at the OLIGHT ArkPro Ultra. This is the olive green with the cool white light. So there it is. So I do appreciate this actually comes with the instructions printed right on it so that we can take this guy off. And we already know exactly how to use it. It does give us a little warning there on the front. And we can see our emitters right there. And it says to activate it, we need to put it on the charger before the first use. So this is magnetic, and that is strong enough to hold itself up. We also have that contact on there so that we can charge it using that. So we got our instructions. It says that this is using OAL material, which is a uniquely tough aluminum alloy. It's harder than 6061, yield strength of Ta2 titanium, and a tensile strength of titanium. So that is pretty impressive. And we can see on the instructions the different ratings. So we got turbo, high, medium, low, moonlight, and strobe. It says the turbo mode can go up to 1700 lumens on the Ultra. So super bright for that. And on the moonlight, that is 1 lumen, but could actually last for 14 days. So if you just want to turn this guy on and have it last for 2 weeks, you can actually do that with this. It does also have a UV light, and it has 2 modes for that, so that is 1200 to 580 milliwatts, or in low power mode we got 360 milliwatts, and it can last 8 hours. We also have a laser, and that has 2 different settings. We got a equal to or less than 5 milliwatts, or a low setting of 0.39 milliwatts, and it says that can last for 226 hours, which is kind of crazy. So here is our charger, and because this is magnetic, all we have to do is put it in the vicinity, and it will automatically connect right where it needs to go. If we plug that guy in, can see that it's charging, and we can see that that little LED did kick on to let us know that that is charging. So green is for good, and red is for charging. Now that we got that on, we can turn this guy on, and we can see we have our digital LED interface there on the top. So when we turn it off, we can see how many bars of charge we got. When we turn it on, we can see what power setting we're at. So if I press and hold, that will change the power setting, and we can see that also adjusts the brightness. So right now this is on the low setting, medium and high, and that is on pure flood, and you can see that puts out quite a bit of light. So we got this little rocker switch, so that is basically the same thing, but that is for more of a spotlight. So if you want to direct that light onto one spot, we have that as an option, and when we put that on high, that's going to direct quite a bit of light onto that spot. If we slide that the other direction, now we are in UV light, and that will allow you to see things that you otherwise wouldn't normally see. Very neat. You can kind of see those hundreds in there, but when you shine this on there, it makes them stand out a little bit better. And here we got a 20. There you go, right there we can see that green bar. On the side we got a button, and that is for our laser. We also have 2 brightness modes there, so you just press and hold, and that will adjust the brightness. We also have our charging port on the side. One thing I like about this one is that that is actually a full metal plate there covering that up. That's not one of those dinky little rubber things, or even worse, one of those plastic guys that will definitely break off. This is actually a full-on piece of metal. And that is covering up USB-C, which we can also use as charging in the event that we don't have our charger with us. So I do appreciate that, even though it's going to work best with this. If you don't have that with you, just need to get this guy charged up. It gives us other options for that. So if you're wondering, the answer is yes. You can use both the light as well as the laser at the same time. It does also have a turbo mode, so while it's on double press, that goes to turbo, which is extremely bright. And if we triple press, we have our strobe. While it's off, if we press and hold, that will go to moonlight. So we got a nice simple light right there. If you just need to read something in the dark, got that as an option, and you don't have to worry about burning up your battery. So this is something I found that I thought was pretty cool. So I found out that we actually have a dye in our oil, so you can see it with a UV light. Very interesting. So we can find out if we got ink in there or if we have oil. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell with that. But it can also make it super easy to find out if we got a leak somewhere. So right here, we can see we have got a little oiling pad right there. If we turn that, we can see we got oil on there, so we know that that is in fact getting oil. We can also see we got a couple of drips right there. Something that would not be quite as obvious without that. So right here I just want to demonstrate why I always prefer using a flashlight that has a zoom on it. So you can see right here we've got our floodlight. I'm going to just take the laser right there. I'm trying to look at that oil level right there. Another handy thing for that laser. Looking at that, even if I zoom in, it is kind of hard to see what we are looking at. But if I put that on the spotlight, we can see that oil level very easily. So usually I use flashlights that have that the zoom capability, so you can push the thing up and down for that lens. But this actually works just as well as that. And I don't have to worry about having that seal in there that can actually lead to water getting inside the flashlight. So very nice design for that. So here we've got a great big chiller And we got our oil level right there. And it is not always obvious where that oil level is. But with the UV, that becomes extremely obvious. You see that one is actually a little low. Something that is really hard to see without having that UV light. And it's kind of interesting because it's one of those things where I never really expected to want to use a UV light, but since I'm using it, I really appreciate having it. Okay, here we are outside. You can see that water tower with this flashlight. I'm about 30, 40 feet away from it. This is on high, this is on low, medium, back to high. And if I switch that to spotlight, we can see everything with that. Low, medium, and high. Very nice. And there is the moonlight, so you can see if you just need to read some documents, you actually have plenty of light for that. Surprisingly bright for what it is. So there's low, medium, and high. And high is actually kind of bright for doing anything inside. So this is medium. Medium can see pretty far down that hallway. There is high. And there is a spotlight, and we can easily see that water heater down there. Plus, just having that so that we can stick that on a wall. It's got that magnet, so if we need to work with two hands, we can do that. So for those of you with a keen eye, you may know that this is actually the second of this flashlight that I've done a video on. This has been my everyday carry since I got it about 2 months ago, and it has still held up. And when I say that, what I mean is I basically do torture testing for flashlights. Inadvertently, I do maintenance as a main job, but I throw these things around, I smash them, I drop them, I jump on them. Most flashlights do not last me very long, but I've been using this one every day just because this thing has actually held up for me. You can see it's still working. And one of the things that I found, I get these things very dirty, and I really like that contact on the back because a port on the side, they have a tendency to get junk crammed into them. With this, because it just clicks onto the back and unclips, I don't really have to worry about that. But I put this thing through the ringer, and I was even thinking to myself, I kind of want another one just in case I need a backup, but I don't even really think I need it because this thing, I mean, I literally beat this guy up. The magnet on there still works very well, it still holds itself up. The light on there still works great. I'm going to show you. So I just went through a full ink bath and then a solvent bath. Still running no problem. Now you might think, okay, well of course you do that once and it's going to be fine. But no, I have literally messed this thing up hundreds of times. And it's still running like it is brand new. This thing is an absolute monster. And on top of that, I don't even really have to charge it that much. Another big problem that I usually have is that I got to keep on charging my flashlights. One of the reasons I don't like rechargeable flashlights, and I usually prefer the AA style or AAA style, is just because you can keep that thing going if you need to. With this one, it has literally never been a problem. I don't know why, but this thing just seems to run forever. So anytime I'm walking around, you'll probably see this guy sitting in my front pocket right here. That's where I always keep it. And I am very happy to have another one just like it. So yeah, these are incredible flashlights.